Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. That was the right camera, Simon. Well done.
You must have sat down when we start before.
Welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, this is Buttercream's flowers class, and as I've explained for the last couple of weeks, basically I was meant to have, the class shouldn't have been around the last 2 weeks, then I should be going on holiday this week for 2 weeks, then I was going to have a week back, take a week off and start the class at the end of February. But with COVID, we're back all locked up again, so John asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, look, you know, I wanted to teach myself some things that I was going to do in the group for the first 2 weeks, just some group stripe cakes, as you well know. So, you know, if you want to work with me, learning the same thing, I'm just teaching myself, that was it. So we're on week 3 of teaching myself stripe cakes. Now, we have achieved them every week, but we are learning by my mistakes. And it is funny because when I read the comments, so many of you shout out, go, no, don't put it in the fridge. And I've gone and put it in the fridge. No, don't do that. But you know what? Teaching myself, I've got to get it. So this is the last week we're going to do striped cakes, because next week we're going to do isomalt, and then I think afterwards we're going to use the Katie Sue bees mould and continuous mould and a few of them. And I think the week after that we are going to use the fabric puff. Is it, Karen?
It was, yes.
Yeah. So in the kitchen with me today, I've got Simon on camera. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Carol.
And I've got Karen down here. Now, Karen is on comments, but she's also doing some things with our chocolate transfer sheet. So I've gave her the task. I brought home every chocolate transfer sheet, and she is sat down there and she's covering them all with white chocolate and dark chocolate and cutting little shapes out. And that's her job for the afternoon. So while she's doing that, she's also going to read out some comments as well. So if she misses a few, do not panic. She hasn't forgot you or anything, but she's trying to do 2 things at once because she's very clever as our girl. Aren't you?
Women can multitask.
Exactly. Right, so what I want to do is I want to get my first cake on. So I've already crumb coated my Swiss meringue buttercream cake, and that is in the fridge. I've already put this on. This is normal buttercream, okay, but we're going to do it chocolate this week. So I've put the first crumb coat on, and now I'm actually going to put my thick coat on, and then I thought we'll go for some really bright colours. So we've gone for these. So what do you think of these? So when I add the girls in, which is Ruby and Jasmine, we used a brand called Magic Colours. I don't use them very often because they're very, very bright, as you can see. Let me bring them here for you, so you can see them. So we do 5 in the range, but they are very bright, and I've used them before. I've done a rainbow cake with all the layers, last year sometime, with all the layers. So it's the neon range. So when you buy Magic Colours, it's Magic Colours neons. Now they are on our website, which is sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, and then just go to brands and then just go to Magic Colours. Yep, and there they are. So we've got 6 colours in the range, and today we've used pink, and we've used the green, and we've used the orange. Yeah, they're brilliant, them, aren't they? And I think against a chocolate cake, it's going to look fantastic. Fingers crossed. This is the last week I'm doing striped cakes. Because I said to John, you're doing striped cakes again? John said to me, doing striped cakes again? I said, yes, have you done them? I said, I know, but I haven't got it right yet. And did you hear Simon's comment? Striped cakes. They don't get it then, do you? I've got to keep practicing. And I can only practice on a Tuesday. So, Karen, have we got people joining us?
Yeah, we've got a really good audience. We've got over 150.
Fantastic. Yeah. So this is like a bonus live. So it's not my normal Facebook Live, okay, but do like and share, let everybody know. John, I don't think John sends out an email to say that I'm doing this. So last week lots of people said, oh, I didn't know this was on. So if there's somebody you know that normally watches, you know what, go and message them, let them know that we're live, because a few people came in late and said, oh, I've been sat doing nothing, I wish I'd joined it. So go and message them, share it, but do not share into the class groups, all right, because they all get a little bit upset in the class groups because they get fed up with scrolling down the discussion feed and they're trying to find truffle recipes or whatever else it is they're trying to find, and then all they can see is a load of lives. Yeah, all right then. So I'm going to put on my chocolate buttercream. Now you know how to make the buttercream, we've made it loads of times before, so but I've made it as very, very soft consistency, and just let me go and get a small palette knife.
They're loving your colours.
Right, fantastic.
They love the colours.
Thank you. Yeah, and I thought they'd look nice against the chocolate, because we don't actually do many chocolate coated cakes, do we? Now, I think it was last week that I added chocolate cocoa powder to my Swiss meringue buttercream, and it seized, okay? So, and I didn't rectify it. I've got to be honest, I didn't rectify it. And then by the time I did come to source it out, I'd left it out, the butter, and I think it was best we put it in the bin. So so we've done that. So I will have a look at that again, because I have made chocolate buttercream, but we don't sell it yet, because when you make cocoa, when you use the cocoa powder to make meringues, they go very smooth. They're a bit strange looking. Don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they sort of go flat. I can't explain it, so that's why we don't sort of do anything with anything with cocoa powder in. But it did make the Swiss meringue buttercream seize. When I'm putting colour in with Swiss meringue buttercream, it uses a lot of butter. Double the butter than normal buttercream. So when I'm using the normal colourings, I only put a light amount. I never go dark, because if I try and go dark, again, it makes it seize. So I only put a little bit in. So today I'm going to use Colour Mill. So see if that's better for it, because obviously it's quite oily with all the butter in, isn't it? So anyhow, we're dealing with the buttercream cake, and we'll talk about the Swiss meringue buttercream cake afterwards. So we need to put a nice thick coating on. So we need it lovely and thick. And I see lots of you have bought the scrapers, so I'm using the Wilton 3 set. I've got lots of Evil Cake. Actually, I've not checked the stock, if I'm really honest, but I did put lots of the steel ones on offer. There's nothing wrong with them. They're Evil Cake Genius combs. They're absolutely brilliant combs, and but the thing is, I'm just not buying nothing for the shop for abroad at the moment. I'm sure you're all aware, it's just a nightmare. So this year, John and I have tried to be very sensible about our prices, and we've kept the prices as low as we can, but we have been hit all year with really heavy shipping duties, and we've not really added them to the prices. Now, all our suppliers put all their prices up on the 1st of January this year as well, because they've been hit exactly the same. And we've still not put our prices up. But I will say, by the 1st of February, we will have to put them up. And looking at some of the prices I'm being charged, I've been thinking, this hasn't gone up a penny or two. This has actually gone up quite a lot. So that will show you how difficult it is, the shipping prices. I feel as though I feel as though we're being held to ransom by shipping companies at the moment, or they're being held to ransom and they're just passing the buck on to us. Whatever's going on, it's not great anyhow. So we've got a nice big thick coating of buttercream. So last week I put this on and decided to comb it straight away, because I thought, you know what, let's give it a comb that way. I've got to comb it anyhow, it's not going to do any harm. But this week I'm not. I'm going to just take a smooth coat. So I'm just going to keep building it up nice and thick, because I'll be taking a layer off when I smooth it. And then I've got some news on the grey boards. So after this live tonight, I'll be putting the grey boards on the website for you to pay a deposit only, okay? So you can reserve your grey boards. So I spoke to the grey board man. They're actually more expensive than the pink board, and that's because the pink boards are going up in price. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them the same price. And the reason for that is down to travel expenses. So it's everything coming across the water, because as I said to you before, they come from Germany. So we have to get them from Germany, and then my supplier has to send them to be chopped up. Then they come back to him, and then he puts this nice little side trim on. And then he's got to ship them up to me, and then I've got to ship them out to you. So all that cost is there. So the grey board actually works out more expensive than the pink board. I was hoping it was going to be cheaper, but we're going to keep it the same price. So John will kill me, but never mind. So we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do is, he hopes to have them ready in 4 to 5 weeks. It all depends on when they get shipped to him. So if they get shipped to him quickly, we'll get them quicker. And providing there's not too much trouble at customs, we'll be fine. And then he'll get them, but he's quoting me 4 to 5 weeks at the moment. But I also know lots of you like to save. So if we do a £25 deposit, then each week you can be paying for it. And then when it comes in, you'll own it by then, or nearly own it, or you can pay the balance at the end.
Right, Julie Barker Platt, can we use Colour Splash to colour sponge cakes?
Yes, absolutely. We use them all the time.
Is there a purple board now?
No. We're going to do pink and we're going to do grey. Is there a purple board?
What size cake and board are you using today?
So I'm doing a 6-inch cake on an 8-inch board, and I really wish I'd done it on a 10-inch board. So let me get my scraper. What did I do with my scraper? I was washing it before.
And Sue Marshall says, what's whipping it up, please?
Oh, we'll talk about whipping it up when we get there. It's a great product.
You're not using whipping it up at the
No,
moment.
we're using the flavoured icing sugars at the moment. So what we're doing is, because I want to teach myself stripe cakes, all I'm doing is at the moment is doing it with both mediums. So I'm doing it with the buttercream, because we've been using buttercream for years and that's what we like. But because I brought this new product out called Whipping It Up, which is a multi-purpose product, okay, but it makes Swiss meringue buttercream as well, we're using that as well. So when what I have learned over the last 3 weeks, and those ladies who knew before I learned anyhow, I was crumb coating the cake, putting it in the fridge, or the freezer, okay, and then I would comb it, and I had if you watch my live 3 weeks ago, you'll see it all come grinding off, and I was like, ooh. Then I filled it up with stripes, and then I smoothed it, put it back in the fridge, and did it again, and it all comes scraping off. In fact, how I actually got the cake smooth, I've really no idea, but they were lovely and smooth, weren't they, Karen?
They certainly were.
So, and you saw the pictures, they were lovely and smooth. So they weren't perfect, but they were there. But what we must do with buttercream cakes is we'll do the cake, we'll put the first crumb coat on, we'll put that in the fridge, and then that's the end of it. It doesn't go in the fridge again. We might just pop it in for a minute, but that's it. So I'm just going to scrape the cake now, just to make this nice and smooth before we put the comb on.
I'm happy.
Hey?
I'm happy.
Oh, are they coming out okay? So Karen's doing chocolate transfers down there. And the thing is, we do chocolate transfers on the website. And the good thing with this is I'm rubbish at smoothing a cake, but we're doing the practicing. It's actually getting a lot better, don't you think, girls? So, just going to take that off. So, we're doing the chocolate transfers. When I get them in from the companies, the photos aren't that great, and they're all different sizes. And they do different things. Some have got with a picture of a chocolate, some's a bow, some's just the sheet. But I'm really particular about our pictures. I like them all the same size for our website. I hate having pictures all different shapes and sizes on the website. It drives me insane. So Simon has done our photographs now for 8 years. We're in at 8 years. Forever. He's done it. He's photographed everything. He should know everything about every cake and nozzle, everything, because he's done everything. Every bag that we've ever brought out, everything.
I do.
And
I do know everything about it.
you do, yeah. And Simon used to, all my china, we used to take pictures of cakes with the china, and we used to be there laying it all out. And I used to feel sorry for him, because he used to have to lay out all these tea sets and tea parties with cakes on, and we take pictures of them. Because when I first started the website, I wanted to sort of show the flavoured cakes, but then people just only messaged me to buy a cake, and I didn't get it. So then somebody said, do you not think you should just show the bag of icing sugar? So that's what we do now. So I've just smoothed that there across, so I'm quite happy with that. What do you think? So my smoothing's getting better, so that's one big thing. Isn't it? Are you pleased? So those ladies who are practicing as well, because some of you are doing it along with me, and it's been great to watch you on the community, on the page there, sharing them. So the reason we're streaming it in buttercream flowers is because that's where this lesson should be. So like I say, it's not a lesson, it's a lesson for myself. But the reason I'm still streaming it in there is so that I can pin it to the units for the ladies, so that when we close that group, they can always find it. I'm just going to have to go and open the door, because I'm having a meltdown here at the moment. 1 second. So Karen has been baking all morning, and it's just like, and then she's melting chocolate for fun. So if you saw the amount of chocolate down there, it's like there's dark chocolate, white chocolate. It's just like, oh, goodness me. Right, so we've done that. Then we're going to use the comb. So we've used the comb again. So we've got the Wilton free set. So you've all bought these. Okay. So I'll just do the overhead there, Simon.
Brady said that is so smooth.
Yes, my best one yet.
Well done,
I'll get it in before you lot do.
And Jenny,
I don't know about that.
Jamie Scott loved Jerry's class last night so much. She feels like doing the faces group. Does she phone in her order, or does she do it on the website?
Right, okay. So I'll go back to the fair. Did you do the class yesterday, or was it just the live that she did?
The live, she loved the live last night. She wants to join Jerry's class.
Oh, you just book it online, okay? Book it online, and then what will happen is they'll send you a link. Do not buy any products, and do not pay for shipping. Just select, you shouldn't have to pay for shipping. Just select click and collect if it gives you an option, but just pay for the class. If you want to buy multiple classes, fine, but don't select any shipping options, and don't put any products in. Just buy classes, okay? Yeah, Jerry's live was fantastic, wasn't it? I'll show you all the faces again afterwards anyhow. So
will an email be sent out? Will an email link be sent out to put a deposit down on a grey board?
I will be putting them on the website tonight. So go and have a look, okay? And I'm going to read product info, because product info will say select, click and collect. Do not order any other items. You're only putting a deposit down for that. So if you want to order a class with it, fine. But I'll put in the information there that this is for a deposit only. Select, click and collect, and do not order any other items with it. So I'll put that on, and you'll see it. They'll go on, and there'll be no image. It'll just be a white box, okay? So there'll be no image. Just 1 second. So I'm that hot. I just need to go and dry my face. Hold on a minute. What have we got there? Ooh! Oh, we can show them, can't we?
That's what that's
I
a
showed them.
at the moment.
Oh, 1 second. Just 1 second.
Yeah, just there you go. You've got the box properly now. Don't drop that box.
So look at them. Look under there, Simon. So can you see? So what Karen's doing is she's putting the edible transfers onto heart shapes, square shapes and circle shapes. And then Simon's going to take these home and he's just going to do a little bundle of 3 there. So can you see the happy birthday? I don't know if that's... Can you zoom in there, Simon?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
And then you've got the little bumblebees. And then the rose.
Can't see that.
You don't see that as well? You can see it. And then look at those kisses. I love those lips. They're nice, aren't they? So how many transfer sheets have you got, Karen? About 20, is there? She's got a lot to do. She's growling at me.
Well, I growl at you.
But I haven't cleaned out my cupboards today, so she's got a nice bag full of stuff to take home.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of stuff. Because we've got loads of stuff, multiples of stuff. And we have multiples of colours. And I said, I don't know why we've got all these colours here, Karen. Ding. There you go. So she's happy.
I certainly am.
Right, so we're going to use this comb, okay? So I'm just going to put this in here, right? And when you sit the comb in, I'll just see if Simon can get it on. Which camera are you on there?
Which way do you want to be?
Just so you can see that that comb's sat in. Yep, so it's sat in there. Alright, because you don't want it like that. You need to get it sat in. Yeah? So then what we're going to do is we're going to hold up my arm all the way around there. I'm just going to hold the board and then there we go. That's fine. So let me just, so don't take that off. Okay, stick it back on. And then we're just going to take it round again a bit slower this time. So you don't take it back off, because if you put it back on, it puts it back in for you. Look. So my buttercream is very soft. So I have been learning over these last few weeks. So it does say practice makes perfect. And I still will not be perfect today, but I'm a lot better than week 1. So I'm actually chuffed that in week 1 I actually managed to achieve striped cakes. And I can't remember who got those striped cakes week 1. In fact, I used to do it was the adult learning place, wasn't it? Was it Mandy Harvey's
Yes, it was.
recommendation, wasn't it? So we've got some little points there. That's where my thing is coming off. So let me just go around. There we go. Quite happy with that. What do you think, girls? Hey, that's not bad, is it? So you'll see if it goes to the overhead.
Wow, that looks really good. Wow, brilliant.
So
Excellent.
I've not taken my best one yet, and I have to agree. My best one yet. So this buttercream, you can see, look how lovely and soft this buttercream is. So it wasn't as soft as that in the other week, and I've not actually scraped any off the comb. So I had it on the comb, I've got it off, and then I've actually scraped it back into the cake as well. So let's go back on there. So Simon's not done these classes with us, have you, Simon?
Yeah, I did the first one.
This is your first one,
No,
is
I
it?
did the first one.
Oh, did you do the first one, did you? So what do you think about it this week then? Am I improving, Simon?
That's better than the buttercream one you did in the first week.
Yes, because I put it in the fridge. I had this thing that I had to put it in the fridge, but it's my Swiss meringue buttercream that I had to put in the fridge. I was getting myself all muddled up. Right, so let me clean this spatula. Not spatula, this smoother. And then we'll do the Swiss meringue buttercream after. So
Mandy Harvey says she can't wait to do this.
It's getting better each week, isn't it? And the ladies who've done it already, because you've been with me and I've been watching yours, and yours have been absolutely great. I've been well chuffed that you've been doing it. And the amount of you that have said, I would never have done this if Caroline had done it. So that's it. At least we're all learning something, aren't we? So it's beneficial. So I'm going to put the orange in. So I don't know what colours you're doing. So this is just orange, but this is vanilla buttercream. So we've got We've got Jaffa Twist buttercream here, and we've got vanilla buttercream. I did want to use orange zest, but we've run out. And I said to him at work, what do you mean we've run out? How have we run out? But we have. So I'm just not going to overfill the bag. And I'm putting it, this tube is a 10, a round 10. So round 10s, round 12s I'm using. Put the green in. Don't put too much in because you can refill the bag. All right, put too much in, it just ends up squeezing out the other side. So lives this week, we've got Tracy Mann on at 6:30, and Tracy Mann's doing really well with our whipping it up for the royal icing, which is brilliant. And then, I've actually forgot to do something for Tracy Mann. I've just thought, Karen, I need you to go and phone them from the office for me. Right, sorry girls, let me just tell Karen what I needed to do. I want to go and phone Laura.
Yeah.
In fact, they were at the production's close. We'll have to deal with it tomorrow, sorry. Oh, she's going to kill me. Sorry if you're watching me, Tracy. She asked me last Thursday. She's going to kill me. Right, sorry. Oh, I feel really bad. Anyhow, let's not think about it anymore. Oh, I'm well distracted now. Yeah, so we've got Tracy Mann tonight, who's not going to be an happy bunny. So sorry. And then tomorrow, if you're in my Nifty Nozzles class, you should all be prepared for your umbrella cakes. I've decided I was only going to do a 6-inch cake, but I'm now doing a 6-inch and an 8-inch. I'm doing 2 cakes simply because I don't know what you ladies have decided to do. And you know what? We might come up with some different ideas in that class. So might come up with some different ideas for that class. So we'll just do it on 2 cakes. It's much easier. And is she watching, Tracy? Sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what it is that you want.
I'm watching you, Carol.
I know. I'm so sorry. I've just forgot. I've just remembered now as I've said you live. I'm so sorry. Shoot me after. Right. Okay then. Well, at least she knows now. I can calm down because I'm feeling really bad. What she'll say? Just one little thing I asked you to do. One little thing. Right. Okay then. Yeah. So Tracy Mann is on tonight. Tomorrow I'm in the Nifty Nozzles class. Tracy Mann is back on Thursday. Hopefully I'll have solved a problem for her by then. And then I'm doing biscuits with the girls on Thursday afternoon. And Karen is back in the kitchen on Friday morning. And my daughter Laura is in on Thursday night. And Laura's making 2 lots of marshmallows. She's making one with the normal flavoured icing sugars and one with whipping it up. So I'm going to put pink in here.
How much, Carol Mattingly says, how much buttercream do you use on this cake?
Just let me concentrate on this. And then I'll tell you.
And that's the neon colours, magic colours, isn't it?
Yes,
the neon
the
orange.
neon colours, yeah. So the buttercream, we made this last week. This was 500 grams. So what we've done is we have made 500 grams of white buttercream, which is what I've used to between the cakes and crumb coated. And then we've made 500 grams of chocolate buttercream, which I've not used. Look, there's a whole tub of it there. It's 500 grams of, I reckon I've only used 250 grams of that. And then I did have another batch of 500 grams, which I've divided into 3 colours, so it's far too much. So I would say if you proportioned a kilo, worked it all out that way, you'd have more than enough. In fact, you'll have more than enough and far too much, if I'm really honest. So, do you think I should go orange next or green? What do you think should go next, Simon? Green or orange?
I think green. I think
It's
green
no
and orange
difference
together.
because you're just going to use them all 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tracy says, don't worry, Carol, she spelled herself out, so stop worrying.
Oh, right. Good girl, Tracy. That's what I like, an independent woman. I wouldn't mind. She sent me a message and everything. And then I emailed myself to remind myself, and I should have done it yesterday. I actually went to work yesterday to do it and then completely forgot. Right, so we're just going to take it in
I'm glad
layers.
you've done green because they all shouted green.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Why?
Well, I'm going to be honest, I was thinking green, and then for some reason I was picking up the orange.
When is your Attico turntables back in stock, please?
I'm waiting for the supplier. They said the end of this month. The biggest problem is they're coming from America. So again, they've got the same issues as me. It's getting them in. So that I've got them on reserve. The supplier does know. She's holding me half a dozen back. I hope, if she remembers. It's a bit, I feel like a Tracy Mann moment coming on now. So pink again. So I've got a couple of new classes to put on as well for March. So I want to get February sold first. So loads of you enjoyed the facial expressions yesterday with Jerry. And you asked if she could do a limbs class. I did think it was funny. I walked in and they went, what, a limbs class? I thought, what are you talking about? So I'm going to do the princess class in February, and then she's going to do the limbs and bodies in March. But I want to get Rachel Hannah's class sold up, and I want to get Julie Rogerson's. So let's support our tutors. So let's support our tutors and get on those classes. So Julie Robinson's a new tutor. She is doing the fairy.
No, is she doing the baby cake bag first?
No, she's doing the fairy cake first.
Is it?
Yeah,
right?
so it's the fairy tree first that she's doing. She's doing the fairy tree with the fairy door, and then she's doing the baby cake. So we're on orange, aren't we? Yeah. And then she's doing the baby's changing bag. So her first class, I think, is the 1st of February. So I need to get that filled up, ladies. And then she's doing her baby changing bag on the 1st of March. And then Claire Corbett, she's already shown you what she's been doing. So Claire has used our whipping it up to make royal icing before, and she did that in the macaron class for you. So now we've been asked if we can have somebody do cookies. So she's going to do the cookies and some more vintage cupcakes. So I think she's shown you them on the group already. So I've just got to give them to Terry to edit them and get them up for me, and I'll get those classes up on the weekend. But there be March.
Any more PME circle cutters in stock?
Are we out of stock? Right,
Yes.
Karen, do you want to write that down in your notes? So I'm just leaving, so pink, green, orange. We need green next, don't we? Yeah.
Oh, chocolate everywhere.
So I'll phone my man from PME in the morning or tonight. See if we've got any. When you say circle cutters, do you mean the stainless steel ones?
Yeah, the tin ones.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got one set definitely at the warehouse because I didn't put it back in stock. So the first person who says they want that set, say here. And please, everybody, if you see the first person say it, can you let us know who it is? I don't want to be scrapped. We did this last time, and then somebody was saying I said first. I said yes first. So whoever wants that one, let me know. What happens is I take 2 sets out of stock every time they come in, and one goes to Simon for photographs and one comes to me so I can put them on the website, and then they don't go back into stock until we take them back, and I make a decision whether we're keeping one in the kitchen or not. I quite like those colours. That looks quite good, doesn't it?
Was it definitely you that wanted the circle cut? Because you're shouting me, but I want to make sure you're saying me for the circle cutters.
Yeah, we don't want to be having a row.
Everyone else is saying that Debbie's first, but I just want to make sure that's what she's actually saying me for. Debbie won.
Debbie won. Yay! I'll get some more. I've actually asked them. I've actually asked PME. Now, if you all want them, let me know, because he told me he's got 2,100 in stock. And because I said to him, I want some more. I said, how many have you got? And he said, I've got 2,100 in stock. So if there's 2,100 of you watching, which highly is not, then I can get them. So do let me know if you want them, because I'll...
Hey, we've got 328 watching.
So if you want them, I'll message him now.
Yeah, Debbie did say it is her and she's over the moon.
Right, great. I'm just going over these lines. So if anybody else wants them, they're the circle cutters. If Debbie puts the link up, so that if anybody wants them while we're in this, in fact, I'll text him now. I won't be texting him for 2,100 of them, but I'll text him. And we'll get them in. So So I'm just filling in a little bit more here. Make sure I fill in a bit more green. So can you see here where I'm a bit thin? It's because my nozzle's a bit thin, that's all. Don't worry about all this. Right, let me text my man. Right, there you go. Done. Right. Just got to wait for the man from Del Monte to say yes. Right, so clean my scraper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to scrape. So there you are, Simon, yeah. Now really I should stand up, but you all know I've got a really bad back, so I'm going to have to do this sat down. So I'm just going to hold it there, put it on, and then we're going to go all the way round. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? So don't scrape it off. Okay, look, don't scrape it off, because we're now going to go round again. So hold it in. I'm going to go round again. So I'm just now pushing it on. So I'm pushing the colour onto the cake. So I'm just going to get Karen to do me some hot water for my scraper.
2 ticks, and just in the middle of a delicate operation.
She's in the middle of a delicate operation, so we have to wait 2 minutes, which is fine because I'm still mucking about with this. We love delicate operations in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, don't we? So, there we go. So I'm going to scrape this off because it's getting a little bit mucky.
Right, I'm going to get you some water now.
I'm just going to get myself a clean bowl. That's not too bad, is it? I've lost a bit of orange there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that in, and then I'm just going to get a clean bowl. Hold on a moment. I think it would have been better if I'd actually stood up, if I'm honest. So you youngsters who've got great backs, look after them. Otherwise you'll be like us oldies, having to sit down and do these things. So I'm just going to go round, I'm just going to go around gently. So I think I might just put my cake in the fridge for a second because it's very soft, my buttercream. So I think I might just put it in the fridge just for a minute. Sam, can I just pass you that just for a minute? So we really do need to put it in for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And then while that's in, we'll make some Swiss meringue buttercream. So I was really surprised to see on the group that Debbie was having trouble making a Swiss meringue buttercream the other day, and I don't know what she did, but she said it went dry, and I just thought, I can't understand that it goes dry because it's a moisture. So I don't know what you've done, Debbie, but I feel that you've missed something. I know you said you followed it to the T, but I just don't know what you've done because it's actually quite a liquid product. So what we've done is, need a new cloth. Can I come down for washing?
Yeah, I'll get you one water. I'll get you one water.
So we've got our butter in our mixer, so I'll just turn that round there. I'll lift that up. So this is our butter. Now we're only going to use half a packet of Swiss meringue buttercream because I've already made a batch up already. So you've seen me make this up before. So in our bag of Swiss meringue buttercream, which is our product called Whipping It Up. So let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing.
I'll leave you in hot water.
Yeah.
And I'll get you a clean cloth now.
Thank you very much. So let me just put that down a minute. So where's that pack of Whipping It Up from? There it is. Okay, great. Right. So I'll just put that under here then. So in May last year we brought out a new product called Whipping It Up. Okay. So Sugar and Crumbs is Sugar and Crumbs flavoured icing sugars, which you all love. We love them. We've got a full recipe site of recipes showing you how to make meringues, biscuits, cheesecake, ice cream, macarons, pavlovas, everything. Okay, but with that you do need to add other elements. So what we thought is we'll bring out another product where you don't have to add one of the elements. So you still have to add some things, but you know, we've saved you a product. So what we've done is we've basically got our flavoured icing sugars, and we've now added egg white. So the egg white is pasteurised egg white. It's also egg white from free range eggs as well. And what it's done is saved you now having to buy in eggs, throw away the yolks if you don't make use of the yolks. It's all in there, all right? So only you need to do now is add butter, water, or whatever it is that you're making, the other ingredients. So what we've done from this is we've introduced it not as a one product, but as a multi-product. Now we're the only company on the market that's got this multi-product. Nobody else has. And this product makes biscuits, meringues, pavlovas, just like our icing sugar, okay, because that's what it says on those packets as well. It makes cheesecake, it makes loads of things. It's on the website. So when we brought this out, we put egg white in it. We wanted this to be able to make many things. And amongst one of those things, it makes Swiss meringue buttercream as well. It also makes royal icing. Now, I don't show you royal icing because I'm not very good at, well, let's just say I'm pretty useless at royal icing. So we did have Michael Lewis Anderson here in February, and he tried it and he absolutely loved it. And to be fair, he's one of the guys who was asking me last year, would I make a flavoured royal icing mix? Not last year, the year before. Same as another lady in Australia called Kerry Myers, who was asking me would I make royal icing, flavoured royal icing. So it sort of came about from there, because once we realised we added egg white, we then realised actually we can make other things from this. So, you know, it wasn't that difficult to work out, but we just had to spend time working out the recipes. And you guys who are now used to it, you're loving it. And I've even had some of you come back saying you're not going back to buttercream now, this is the way forward. Now this is a 500 gram bag, okay, so we do a 500 gram bag, and then later on in the year we're actually going to upgrade to a 1 kilo bag. We only do one colour, which is white, and we allow you to colour that yourself. I found that if I use any colourings, all right, like gel colourings, if I use a light shade of colouring, it's great. But as soon as I go a bit heavy-handed on it, it seizes, so it splits. So don't do that. So that today I was thinking about maybe adding colour mill, but I think, you know what, I think I'll go light today, and I think I'll practice rather than do it live and let it seize, because I've only got one slab of butter out, so it means I'll have to start defrosting more butter and everything, and we could be here till tonight, and Simon doesn't want to be here till then, and neither do I, plus Tracy Mann's on at 6:30. So so I'm going to play with that, and that's what happened when we put cocoa powder in, and we found that with our chocolate icing sugars as well. It makes great ice cream, make biscuits, it makes chocolate cake, but we find with the meringues and pavlovas it works, but it gives a different type of texture to it. It looks a little bit very smooth, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I'm going to make the Swiss meringue buttercream. So what you do is you whip up the butter. So this packet, because it's a 500 gram packet, we're only using half. So on the back of this it will say 500 grams of room temperature butter, but we're only using half a packet, so there's 250 grams of room temperature butter. Now we've whipped the living daylights out of it. It does say once you've whipped the living daylights out of it, add in the whole bag, but we're only using half a bag. So I've got 250 grams of it weighed out here, okay? So we're going to pop that in. And then we're going to chop it in, because we don't want it going all over the worktop when we put the mixture on. Karen, is there any chance you could just pass me another metal spatula? Sorry, love.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what I did with them. I thought I had them all.
Big one, small one.
Small one, please. Yeah. So just chop it all in. And I do this with the flavoured icing sugars as well. So there's a lovely lady who sells covers for your mixer. She came up here and did a live, and she kills me because I always forget her name, but you will all remember it. From I think she's a company's called Sugar Buttons, if I remember. So so she does mix, but I do this. I just chop it all in. So then Debbie said it was actually quite dry a mix, and then I don't understand why, because once you add the water, it doesn't go dry. So it's dry up to this point. Okay, and then if you mix it without the water, it'll be quite firm. But the idea is to add the water. So we've mixed it all in. And then it says 270 mils of water, but because we're only using half a packet, okay, we're using 135 mils of water. And I think Karen did weigh it for me. Did you weigh it for me before, Karen? That water?
I did.
You know what we did with it? Would help if I knew what I did with the water. What did I do with it? Is that it there?
No. You've used it. You used it in the. You used it in your other one for. I weighed you the one for the first.
Oh, did you make me a big one for the spatula?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to put that in there.
I won't be too ticks. It's in
Right. So Karen's just going to measure me some more water out. 1 second. Let me get the scales. Scales. Where are they? Am I going blind me today?
No, because I'm trying to
Scales.
I'm creating room.
That's
me.
I feel as though I'm looking for everything today. Right. So on here, so we're just going to get the, just going to get myself a little jug and weigh out 135 mils of. Just need a little jug now. Right?
It's on the top.
Yeah, right. So grams or mils, it's the same. So 135 mils we want. Put it in a jug because you've got to pour it into the mix. And I've tried putting it into a bowl and it's an absolute pain in the bum to pour it in. Right, there you go. So it's getting an extra gram. So let's turn the mixer on. Are you over the mixer, Simon? Do you want me to turn this so you're over the mixer? So then I'm going to start trickling in the water. So just trickle in the water. I think Simon's there just messing with the camera. It'll get there in a minute.
You can see the water.
You can see the water. So just trickle in the water. Turn it up. Now what happens is, do not pour the water all in one go. If you pour the water in one go, you'll have just ruined your batch.
I can't see you pouring the water.
No, I'm not. Oh, can you not? So let me just move it around here. If you pour it all in one go, you'll ruin it. Okay, you've got to trickle it. Now I didn't incorporate that so fast. So I put too much water in. So I've just stopped while I'm mixing it all in. Okay. So I'm just adding a bit more. Trickle. Let it all get mixed in. And this is why I don't understand why Debbie had problems, because if you're adding water to it, it can't go dry.
You put 135 there,
Pardon? 135, yeah.
It's 270 for the full bag.
Yeah. 270 for the full bag and 2 slabs of butter for the full bag. I've used 1 slab of butter and half the water. Did you hear the mixer change? So you see it's spinning round just a little bit too fast. That's because there was too much water went in at one go. So if it's sliding around, I put too much water in one go. It needs to be incorporated.
Everything should overbeat it.
You can't overbeat it. You can't beat it dry. You can't overbeat it, to be fair. Because ideally you can walk away for this and leave it 4, 5, 6 minutes. It's entirely up to you. But you can't overbeat it. I think what you have done is, I think you put a full packet in. I think you put the butter in. I don't think you put the full amount of water in. That's what I think. Because some of you, when we first brought this out, we gave you the recipe for half a bag. So it would say on there 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of the ice of the whipping it up, and 135 mils of water. So we gave you the recipe for the half bag, and I probably suspect, Debbie, you put the whole bag in. That's what I think you've done, with one slab of butter and the same amount of water. That's the only way it can be dry. I've racked my brains. We make this all the time, and I can't make it go dry. So you're just going to leave it on. I'm just going to stir down. So it's lovely and soft. You'll see it, look. Lovely and soft. So I'm wondering if your recipe bag had the half a bag recipe on. So what we did is, so that that didn't happen again, I've actually put the recipe on for the whole bag. So then that way it's up to you to decide if you want to half it. Yeah? Just like I've done with the flavoured icing sugars.
She says she did the right recipe, so God knows what she's done, she says.
I don't know what you've done, but it's quite unique.
I bet you couldn't do it again.
No. So we'll just go to the overhead. With the amount of water in here, you just can't make it go dry. It's just impossible to make it go dry. So I know you're adamant, you've done it all the way, but sometimes, Debbie, you're just going to have to hold your hands up and say you did something wrong, or there's something you've definitely forgot.
Lisa Campbell said, is that the best attachment to use? Because she always uses the whisk.
Yeah, use the paddle. We did start off showing you the whisk method, and then it was Simon who came up with the paddle method. And to be fair, and he's here, he'll tell you, he's been watching us make flavoured buttercream for years now, beating the living daylights out of the butter, and then adding the icing sugar. So when we were using the whisk and we were beating up the, whipping it up and water first, making it into a meringue mix, just like you do with Swiss meringue buttercream, because that's how they make Swiss meringue buttercream. You make Swiss meringue buttercream and then you add cubes of water, butter gently. So we was following that method, and then Simon said, well, why don't you make it like your flavoured buttercream, you know, your icing sugar? And we both looked, me and Karen looked at her, what do you know? And then it happened by accident, because Karen was making buttercream and whipping it up, and she had the butter there and she dropped a whole bag of butter whipping it up, and it went, Karen, that's not how we do it. And then she didn't you, Karen? That's what you did.
I panicked, yeah.
And then she's having a panic trying to get it out of the bowl, and I said, no, you know what, Simon said, let's give it a go. So we chopped it all in, added the water slowly, and it's like, well, that's all right, isn't it? Good.
It was okay, Simon.
Yeah.
You win again.
Yes, he does. He is a clever little chap. Like, he sat there. If you could see him now, we've got the door open because can't get his head out.
And he's smirking.
He's smirking. He is clever though.
Me, do you?
No, we don't. So I'll just have a little drink of my cold coffee.
What with my nice free from Fridays?
Oh, my cake should have been in the fridge 3 minutes and it's not. Can you give it
3
back? 3 minutes. Oh, we're not doing another stripe cake. So,
Have we finished then today?
eh?
Have we
Giving
finished
me the
for
bloody
today,
stripe
then?
cake.
Not doing another one.
Not doing another week of them, no. It was only meant to have been in there for a couple of minutes. So I've kept my spatula in here so it's nice and hot.
Yeah, Geraldine, Simon's showing his smug look.
He is showing his
He
smug
took
look.
us though, he was right. And that's
Yeah. Then he gets even more smug.
Now he's got to wash his hands.
Yeah.
So you're stuck on that camera.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just making my spatula nice and hot.
Pat's saying, can you use Swiss meringue buttercream for a crumb coat, Carol?
Yes, absolutely. The other cake that we've done is crumb coated in Swiss meringue buttercream. So I've now done the boo-boo error of mess this up now. Oh, why did I not get reminded? Right, hold on. Mess this up. Right, I'm gonna have to start again, girls. So I'm gonna have to eyeball this now. So let's keep that in there. Oh, so if you remember to put it in the fridge, when it says 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes. Don't go off making Swiss meringue buttercream. I'm just going to have
I don't know
to,
what you've just done.
I've just scraped the whole lot off.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah. But don't worry, we're going to save it. Okay, it's too cold. Schoolgirl errors. See, I was all cocky once there at the beginning there, thinking, you know what, I've nailed it this week. Now I've sorted myself. I can now do stripe cakes. What I've got to learn to do is concentrate on one job at a time. So I'm just going to get a bit of this brown in a piping bag. The good thing is when this happens, you know what, you can sit there, so when you're going, oh, I'm throwing the cake and throw it away, then we just got to see how we're going to put it right. It may work, it may not work. So I'm just going to put a bit of the chocolate buttercream in here. Oh dear. And it was all going so well. So do remember, this is not a lesson, this is me teaching myself how to do stripy cakes, and I'm on week 3 and I've still not mastered it yet, but I'm getting better each week.
Yeah, you know where you've gone wrong.
So.
And they're all saying, don't worry Carol, carry on. You can,
I am.
You can wing it back.
I am winging it back.
Got every faith in you, Carol. You're showing us not what to do.
As
you know, we all leave it in the fridge too long.
And none of you reminded me. Or should I blame Karen that she didn't tell me?
Sorry. This girl's drowning in chocolate.
Yeah, she is. Right, okay. So, let's get my spatula cleaned, my smoother cleaned. Well, the thing is, if you do this with your cake, you've got to tidy it up. So even if we haven't mastered it this week, we still want to tidy it up, don't we? So I'm so glad that we're going on to isomalt next week. That's going to be fun, teaching myself isomalt, isn't it? So I've got a laugh. Shelpa rang me this week. So Shelpa Shah, lots of you ladies know her. So she rang me and she was talking to me about something. She said, Carrie, you know when you do the isomalts? I said, yeah. She said, promise me faithfully you're going to wear gloves. I went, of course I am. Not that I'm freaking daft. I know I'm going to be winging that one through isomalt, but I'm not going to, believe me, I am not going to be not doing that without gloves on.
And thanks, Julie Glover. Let's blame Simon, he put it in the fridge.
Yes, you could have reminded us, Simon. He was too busy enjoying his compliments, wasn't he?
I didn't know how long you wanted it in the
I
fridge.
said 2 to 3 minutes. Right, so I'm just going to have to do a light coat on this, and you know what? We're just going to have done with it then, because I really don't want to do any more to it then. I'm going to get the little rolly out. 1 second. It's out. She's got it out ready for me. Good girl. And get the little rolly out. Icing sugar, we'll get any.
I'll get you some round
Oh, bummer, bummer, bummer. Oh, I'm well fed up now. I'm going to go and have a lie down.
No, but
So,
it'll be fine. There you go.
well fed up. It was going so well. Can't even talk anymore. I thought I was going to nail it this week. I thought, you know what, Carol, you've got it. And then we've got another cake to practice on. We've got our Swiss meringue buttercream cake to practice on. Oh dear.
Yeah, but then you know what, the icy malt burns.
I know it burns. I've never touched it in my life, but I'm going for it. Even Simon's seriously worried. Right, okay. So you know what? This cake is not great. I'm going to have to do this again, but we're not doing it anymore now. I've had enough. I need to get on to the next cake. So let's get the little rollie out, smooth it out. So ice and sugar. Did you just give me some ice and sugar then, Karen?
In front of you.
That's it. Right.
Oh, I'm well chuffed.
Hey?
I'm well chuffed.
You're well chuffed. What? Oh, look at that, yeah. What ones have you got there now? Let's see. Oh, they look nice, don't they? Are they the bees?
Yeah.
Let me show them. Look. They're the bumblebees. They're cute, aren't they? So we're also going to put a mixed bundle on as well.
Somebody
We're
was
going to put them on
asking.
tonight.
Somebody was asking, Carol.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking that how do we do them shapes? Have you just
Well, let me put
Yeah.
one up as going out.
I'm going to put one. You just show them that thing now. We spread chocolate on there. Then we cut them out.
Yeah.
When it just goes tacky.
So when you've been doing your classes with Ollie the chalk, he shows you how to temper. So this is your transfer sheet, and Tracy Mann shows you how to temper as well. So then this has all the pattern on. So this has got flamingos on. So what you do is you temper it, you put it all on, let it dry. I think we've put it in the little fridge for a little while, haven't we? Because it's been hot. Not till it's solid dry, just a little bit dry. So Karen's remembered, and then she comes out, she cuts it. She's cut them with heart cutters, round cutters and square cutters.
What I do first is put it on there, let it go tacky on there, cut it, then put it in the fridge for
Right,
5 minutes.
there you go, that's what she's done. So she's put it on, let it go tacky, then she's cut them, and then she's put them on the fridge. And when she did the first batch this morning, we took them off and they weren't stuck. And then Simon, clever clogs, back in again, sticking his nose in. So he said, well, don't pull it off that way, pull it off this way. And lo and behold, they came off perfectly. So he pulled it off from the sheet rather than lift them off.
I turn it upside down now and I just peel the sheet back.
Yeah, I don't want to turn it off here in case they fall out.
No.
So, unless have you got a tray there? Are these ready to go? Well, my finger's not been melting them.
Yeah.
My fingers are possibly melting them, and we've got a drop of water there. Yeah. So,
Turn
if I turn it over,
onto that,
onto that,
and then just take the sheet off.
there we go.
Peel it off carefully, there you go.
So that's what Simon said, peel it off, or that one's sticking, you see.
Something's wet then on that, so I don't know what's wet it.
Well, it's probably where my fingers have been holding it.
I'll just put
That's
it
what I
back in the
said
fridge
to
a
you.
little bit. There we
So
go.
we're just going to put it back in the fridge, because my fingers are holding it, they're warm, with the stress.
You hot stuff, you.
Yeah. But anyhow, peel it off. So let's get our little rollie. Where's he gone? He was here just now. Can you see him? Oh, there he is next to me. Right. So let's do that. Let's just should have sieved this. So if you, this is a bag of ice and sugar that's open and it's not, the seal wasn't sealed. So if you don't seal your bag, what will happen is you'll get little lumps in it. So I just need to sieve this. So we've got a little tea strainer, Karen. It'll go lumpy, so if you leave your bag open, the thing that ruins ice and sugar is liquid. So let me just push that in there a minute. So I don't want any lumps of ice and sugar on my cake. I'll just use the bottom of this to sieve this round. There we go. Made a right old mess in here, haven't we? Cleaner when we had the kids here the other day. And put it back on with no lumps in. Yeah, so remember, if you leave your bag open, you will get lumps in. That's because moisture's got to it. Oh, so I'm not happy with my cake. I am sorry. So we're just going to give it a little roll. Smooth it down. So not perfect this. I'm going to have to do this one again. We'll fit it in again in the next few weeks. So do remember, do not leave it in the fridge longer than what I said. 2 to 3 minutes would have been more than enough. So if you're using white icing sugar, it's fine, it'll dissolve, it'll all disappear shortly. So not a perfect straight cake. Really sorry about that, girls. That's my cock up from talking, and I'm really quite embarrassed actually, because we should have nailed it this week. Anyhow, that's it. So I fell out with that cake now. So let me put some buttercream together in a nozzle. There we go. Big piping bag. Where's the piping bags? There we go.
Yeah.
Side of me. Can you tell I'm miffed? I'm well fed up.
Andy said we all learn by our mistakes.
Yeah, but I'm on week 3. I should have been better than that. I'm really quite cross with myself for that. And that was through talking. I should have left the Swiss meringue buttercream alone because I'm not even using it. But I should have left it alone and should have carried on concentrating on what I was doing. But schoolgirl error. Oh well, it'll cause a few laughs for a few people, won't it? I'm just going to put a bit of this green in.
And they say, don't stress, it doesn't work out for us at some point. You're trying things, nothing goes right all the time.
No, I know that. Oh yeah, I know that. Listen, I'm cross with myself because I knew it only needed to go in the fridge. If I'd put it in the fridge for a couple of minutes and shut up frigging talking instead I keep talking like I do, it's my fault, that's where I'm cross at, it would have been fine. It's nobody else's fault but mine. So, and I'm cross because it was going so well. I'm not making excuses for it, it was just stupid. And I'm miffed now.
You really are miffed, aren't you?
Sorry?
You really are miffed.
Yeah, I am miffed. And Karen will tell you, when I'm cross with myself, I'm really cross with myself. The girls laugh at myself when I go and tell myself, oh, Karen told you. I'll take myself out in the car park and have a chat with myself. Seriously, she told you that the other week.
When I first joined, and something had gone wrong and it turned out it was your error. It was honest, but you went, that's it, Karen, I was going to the car park, I'm going to beat myself up. I went, pardon? And you do, because you do take it, you take it.
I am, I'm really cross with myself. I'm really cross with myself because this should not have been looking like this. So I realise I'm teaching myself, but I'm on week 3. I know it's only afternoon 3, it's not like I'm doing it for a week, but I'm freaking well cross. Anyhow, I'll stop moaning now. I'm going to go and have a lie down for 10 minutes. Look at that. I can't show that off. Who am I going to give that to? Right. Never heard me so quiet, have you? I'm well miffed. I'll be going on about this all night now. When we finish this live, I'll be going on with myself. But even Simon's hiding behind the camera.
Oh, they're saying, we're not laughing at you, please don't blame yourself, you've answered what to do when things go wrong. Oh, bless you, Carol, you're doing so much for us all, and you're juggling so many balls. We're all chatting, that's why we watched, because they love you. If you ain't quiet, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
She has gone quiet.
I have gone. I was going to say, I've not noticed.
They needed to start talking again.
I'm just going to.
Forget about this one. Think about the next one.
I'm just going to
Don't
take.
look back.
I'm going to take this off because it's too orange on there.
Yeah, good Oasis song. Don't look back in anger.
Friggin' well mixed I am. Oops. Next time we're going to concentrate on one cake on a time, but we're not doing the friggin' another cake. So any white on here will disappear, alright? Don't worry about any of that. Right, let's get some sprinkles. Let's have a clean up. Sprinkles, sprinkles, sprinkles. What are we going to have? I think we'll have... Oh, we'll have some of these coloured ones. We'll put a couple of these coloured ones on. They seem appropriate, don't they? Oops. Yep. That needs to go there. The pink one needs to go there. So green, so pink, go away.
Oh, thank you, Denise.
What?
You might have messed up when you've had excellent piping skills. And Kerry Sarson says you've got the death stare, the death stare that she has, and no one talks to her when she's got the death stare on.
Freaking death stare, honestly, I'm so cross with myself. You notice Simon's not saying a word behind camera there, he's staying right out of it.
He's hiding.
Oh, he's having a little laugh now.
He's having a chuckle.
I can't see anything, can I?
No. Right, there you go. That's going to have to do. Well, you know what? It's not too bad in the end. Oh, I'm
Right,
well miffed.
turn it round.
Right, so there you go. I'm well miffed.
That's like, there, that one.
But we've got the
Leave it
idea,
there,
haven't
leave
we?
it there.
We've got the idea. So we know. Don't put buttercream cakes in the fridge.
For longer than 2 minutes.
It was only to give the chocolate buttercream a bit of time. Right, let me get this out of the way. Let's have a clear up. And let's get on the next cake and decide what we're going to do. So let me get all this rubbish out of the way. Let me get a big bowl. So let me get a big thing for this. How are you doing, Karen?
I'm getting there.
Can I get you to wash me some clean cloths for me?
So
So let me just get rid of everything because I can't stand the mucky thing. Now I'll get Karen to wash what we need next. So that's gone. That's gone, that's gone. That's got to go. I'll try that one for the team.
Karen, yeah, just put these away, then I'll do that for you.
Put that one back. Right, okay, so we're there, that's done, that can go, that can all go. How are you doing with your chocolate, Karen? Have you got much more to do? Another, how many rolls have you got to do? I'll get this put in the fridge. Here, Simon, can you put that in the fridge with me? Ooh.
10, 11, 12, I've got 13 done.
So my buttercream was really soft because he made it soft. You need it soft. And all I was supposed to have done, 2 minutes in the fridge, 2 minutes. But I didn't. I had to go over here and start making Swiss meringue buttercream and completely forgetting about it.
7, 8, 8.5 sheets.
To do. Right, can I have a clean hot cloth, please?
Yeah, I'm taking all this because you invaded your space.
Oh, did I? Sorry. I'll just show them what you've been doing so far then.
Yeah. Do you want that as well to show them what it looks like on broken chocolate?
Yeah. Aren't they pretty there? You see? So we have, so what she's done is she's done them on white chocolate and dark chocolate. So you see those like kisses? So that transfer sheet, she's used half for white chocolate and half for dark chocolate. And then there's a happy birthday. I don't know if the white's underneath. Don't know where the white is yet. Might still be in the fridge. And then the bumblebees, there they are on the dark chocolate. Honeybees, there they are on the white. Bring them down. And then we've got the flamingos. There they are on dark. There they are on white. Different thing altogether on a different chocolate, isn't it? And then we've got those lovely stripes. I love those stripes, aren't they gorgeous? So Karen's, I think we've got 20 designs, Karen.
No, you've got 21, I think it is.
We've got 21 designs, yeah. But that's what Karen's doing today, and then I'm going to buy some more. So I'm going to buy some more and get them all out on the website. Yeah. Good. Where do you want this going, Karen? Oh, just leave it there. Right, so we're just going to clear down the board. I'm just going to take some sedatives. No, I'm not. I don't take tablets at all. Let's have a clean.
There's 2 clean cloths.
Not even drank my coffee. Look at that. Not even drank my coffee. They make their coffee every time I start, you know. I just Karen or Simon makes me one, and then I never drink it. Right, hot cloths. So let's have a clean up. So those colours we've used there was magic colours. They're the neon magic colours. They are on the website. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to ask your opinions, what you want me to do. So I've already crumb coated my Swiss meringue buttercream cake because you do need to crumb coat you do need to put that in the fridge. So I think this needs a wash, doesn't it? So. Right, there we go. So what I was thinking was, let's get that over. So we can do 2 things, okay? So what I was thinking was, so we've got these different combs, haven't we? We did that one last week, albeit I didn't do a great job of it. I could do that one again, or we could do this sharp comb here. And what I was thinking was, we could do the sharp comb, do it in one colour, and then what I was thinking is I don't know whether it'll work this, but we'll use some gold paint. So we maybe use the Faye Cahill gold or the Colour Splash gold, and then we'll just do lines of gold in between on those pointy bits. Just a little thin colour. What do you think? So I was just going to do it white. What do you think with that? You think that would look nice, that? No, it wouldn't look nice, Simon. You're saying it wouldn't look nice. Could it not?
You won't get it even.
I know I won't get it even. I'll shake hand. What do you think we should do? Just do the stripe. Eh?
I wouldn't even get it even.
Would you not?
No.
Alright. There, I was trying that. I was thinking about that. But you know what? I suppose I best not make a dick of myself twice in one
sharp
session.
Comb, please.
Sharp comb.
Yeah.
This one?
Sharp.
This one. So they want this one. Alright then. So let's colour it. I'm going to colour it with Colour Mill then. So I'm going to use this teal colour. Now, I normally use Colour Splash, but I find that when I use a small amount of Colour Splash, it's fine. But if I use a large amount of Colour Splash, it actually then goes it sort of splits, and I think that's because of the amount of butter in the Swiss meringue buttercream mix. So I think we're going to treat it like we will treat chocolate. So this is perfect for it. So this is oil based, yeah? So let me get my mix together.
Can Angela Grabbo add some bees to our order? Is it too late?
Add some what?
Bee transfer sheet.
When did you place your order, Angela? If you placed it last night, it'd be too late, but if you placed it in the last hour, I would ring the office ASAP. I'm just going to put that on there, mix that, get my cake out. Just 1 second. Let me get my other cake out. And can I have some clean water in that?
Just actually place it just now.
If you placed it just now, okay, they've finished work at 3 o'clock, so you're lucky. So place it again now, select click and collect, and put the order number. So add this to my previous order. So this is my swing.
What does that mean?
No idea. So my Swiss meringue buttercream. Let's just mix that up.
Have you still got your comb over there?
I've still got the comb. I just need some little spatulas.
Your spatulas. You need some spatulas. Right.
Yeah. Thanks. So we're going to use the colour mill teal. Now there's not a lot of colour mill in at the moment. So I only buy the smaller ones, the 20ml ones. I don't buy the big 100ml ones because I think they work out about like $19.99 for the big ones. So I don't want to stock those. And to be fair, we've had these for ages. And I've just had to give Karen a load because we're just never going to get rid of them. They're all open. I've just said to Karen, we're never going to use these in a million years. Takes them home.
I don't mind.
And hey, I don't mind. But I have answered because we'll just never use them in here and we're class, so there's no point me selling you big ones. So that's why we're not stocking the big ones, because it'd be just pointless. You'll have them there. They've got a 10-year life on them. These we've had these a couple of years, and these have got until 27. So we got these not last year, the year before.
There you go. Is that deep enough?
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Right. You doing all right with that chocolate? Do you need to sit down for 10 minutes? Have a cup of tea? Why don't you make you and Simon? He's not on brews, is he?
No, I'm just sorting.
So I'm just going to make this teal colour because when we made it white last week, you don't see it very well. So I'm just going to drip in a couple of drips.
I'll make you drink in 2 ticks. Oh, you've got a tea, right? Oh, God, I love these transfer sheets.
They're nice, aren't they?
I love it when you do it. Right?
That's what you made me laugh. Oh God, I love these transfer sheets. She made me laugh yesterday because I was going to the warehouse and she was here doing comments for Jerry. And shall we pick up my order for me? I said, yeah, what have you ordered? She said, chocolate transfer sheets. I went, why? She said, well, just so I've got them in stock. I said, you're sounding like your mother, Karen.
Yeah, I thought I saw them advertised and I thought, I've got to have them. Got to have it.
So,
And they always come in.
So I'm using the teal colour, so I'm waiting for suppliers to come in with our UK supplier. These come from Australia. Okay, so I'm waiting for suppliers to come in with the UK supplier here. They haven't got any in at the moment.
Leave it in. Oh.
I'm just putting a bit in at a time because I've not used the colour mill in this Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm just putting in a bit at a time. Now you may ask, why are we not doing our whipping it up mix in colours? Now it's the same reason as why we didn't do the flavoured icing sugars in colours. Because I can only have so many machines in the warehouse and the clean down is an absolute nightmare when you're going from flavour to flavour, never mind colour to colour. Then it gets to be, well, what shade of pink? So do you want hot pink, candy pink, baby pink? You know, what shade of pink would you want? And then the allergens involved, and that's why we won't do them. So like when you're a small company and you're making them all by hand, which when we first started Sugar and Crumbs, we used to make all the flavoured icing sugars by hand. And that lucky person was me. So I was telling the lads yesterday, one of the lads, I've done every job in this company. I've blended all the icing sugars, I've bagged all the icing sugars, I've labelled all the icing sugars. And I remember when we went to machinery, I still did that. And I still did it then. And I don't blend now, but I blend sprinkles. I enjoy doing them actually. But I don't blend the icing sugars. We had a machine that we call Big Bertha, and she's redundant at the moment. I need to sell her really. But so she was a massive machine. But we've gone 2 sizes bigger now than that. So I'm going to stick to this colour. I think that's as far as we're going to go. So I can't see any splitting on this yet at all. So I think it's colour mill that we need to use for this product. I'm going to try other brands as well. Because Rachel Hannah was saying that she uses Fractal in the chocolate. So she doesn't pour it in, she takes it from the side. So I'm just going to make sure that's all in.
Do you need to do these nozzles back?
I don't, because we're not doing any
Right.
fingers. We're just doing the comb. Oh, got arm ache. Right, so let's get this on the cake then. Yes, I've done every job at Sugar and Crumbs. There's not a job that hasn't been done by me. My jobs now is buying products, sourcing products, getting them on the website, getting Simon to photograph them, put each product in, control the stock, work in here, do Facebook Lives, think of new ideas. I've handed over the groups to Karen Naylor now, which is great. Jane McDougall looks after them for me as well. She really helps out, which is amazing. She really does help out. So between her and the two Karens, that's been a big weight off my shoulders.
And what size is that cake that you're doing there, Carol?
This is a 6-inch cake. We're only doing 6-inch cakes now.
And how many layers was it?
Well, this is the one that you baked this morning.
So
you baked big one. So this is 3
three
layers, but the other one is exactly the same height. It was 4. But we did smaller batches of cake. But I'll get to take measure it after. I'll measure it. So nice thick coat. Now we do have to put this in the fridge for a few minutes before we comb it. So Swiss meringue goes in the fridge, buttercream doesn't. So buttercream only goes in when it's crumb coated, okay? But Swiss meringue buttercream goes in the freezer or the fridge. So we're going to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes because that'd be faster. And the other thing is why we've done whipping it up all white, so that you can portion control what you want to colour. Because, you know, if you buy it in colours, when people have asked us, will we do the flavoured icing sugars in colours? But once you've got that colour, that's it. You need another bag of another colour to go with it. So, and that's why that was another reason why we never did the flavoured icing sugars in colours. We used to get asked for it all the time. But it's much better to get it in white, and then you can just do what you want with it, can't you? So our next project, Karen and I, we've got to start thinking of the new summer flavours. And I'm behind because I should have done them before Christmas and I just haven't had a chance. So that's our next job. So if you've got any ideas for summer flavours, let me know. There's some that we can't do because we've had flavours in before. I know some of you have asked for licorice. I've got to be honest, I would never eat. I love licorice as a sweet, but I'd never eat it on a cake. And that's what you have to think about. So the flavour you need to think about is, would it be nice as a cheesecake? Would it be nice as a biscuit? Would it be nice as a buttercream? You know, don't just think of a flavour. It's got to be something that goes with everything.
So how much buttercream and Swiss meringue would you use for a 6-inch cake?
So for this one, I've used 250 grams of Swiss meringue buttercream for crumb coating and filling the cake, and then I've used another 250 grams to coat where I'm up to now. So with a whole bag.
Oh, Geraldine said, oh, strawberry and champagne.
Yeah, well, we've tried to get the champagne. You've got to remember when you have fizzy ones, it's trying to get that fizz, isn't it?
Yes.
There's nothing worse than drinking flat champagne. I mean, I don't drink because I'm allergic to alcohol, but I should imagine a fizzy drink flat. If I had a flat Coca-Cola, it's just not nice, is it? So, you know, you can't make it fizzy.
Peaches and cream. Peaches
and cream.
Strawberry and
we've got
kiwi.
strawberries and cream. Strawberries and what?
Strawberries and kiwi.
Really?
Mango for summer.
Well, we've got mango already. We've got mango and passion fruit. That's one of our top sellers, that.
St Clement sherbet.
Pardon?
St Clement sherbet.
I don't know what St Clement sherbet is, but we do sherbet anyhow. Well, we used to do it because Hobbycraft always used to take it off us. So, just
Lime and ginger.
Lime and ginger. Not won any yet, girls.
Pineapple.
We could do pineapple.
I know.
Pineapple's amazing. Have you not tried our pineapple? It's amazing. And we do pina colada, and that's amazing.
Parma violet. Oh, that's a very selected taste. That.
Yeah. See, we've been asked for Parma violet, but you know, you speak to people and they love it as a sweetie, but it's not something you want on a cake.
It's not nice as a gin as well, believe me.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Have you?
Yeah. Peanut butter and chocolate.
Peanut butter and chocolate. Is that a summer flavour, peanut butter?
Not really.
It is, it's a winter flavour that, isn't it? What do you think?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. What is cookie dough?
Cookie dough is that when you get that ice cream and it's got the raw cookie dough. It's just like, it tastes like as though like your kids.
I know
eat
what cookie dough is, but what type of flavour is it?
To me, there's not a flavour there. It's
That's
just,
what I mean.
There's no flavour in it.
There's no flavour, is there? Oh.
Rhubarb and custard.
Right, I've tried to do rhubarb custard many times, and it's a winter flavour, not a summer one, that one really. I've done it many times and I just can't get the I just can't get the rhubarb strong enough.
Cucumber and mint.
Cucumber and mint. See, I like cucumber and mint, but would you have it on a cupcake? So we have to think about all these things. You've got to think, would it be right on a cupcake? Would it be right as buttercream? So, I mean, you've got to remember, I've been doing flavours for a long time. Everything you're suggesting, I've been through. It's not that I'm being miserable. I've been creating flavours for 9 years. So, when we started the company, before we ever launched it, I've been creating flavours. And then, you know, when we buy it in, we try it on everything. Ugh, some things are just, ugh.
Yeah, some things are just not, never really.
You know, I mean, I love cucumber sandwiches. But I couldn't imagine having a cucumber cake.
I do not think so, Diane.
What?
Bacon and maple syrup.
No.
I
Not
love-
a summer flavour.
I love bacon and maple syrup though. It's mad that, isn't it? It's delicious.
Not on a cake.
But not on a cake.
Please tell, not on a cake.
How about summer meadow then?
What's summer meadow?
What's unicorn?
Simon, yeah.
Right. Can I have my scraper back, Karen?
Which one? Did
The
you
silver
give
one.
it?
It's in the bowl there, isn't it? Is it not?
No.
A silver scraper? Yeah. It's not here. On the hump for the silver scraper.
This one anyway.
I didn't put it there. Oh, dear me. I'm well miffed about my cake. In fact, I'm freaking well peed
Just
off.
get this one right.
I know, I'm going to get this one right. I've just got to smooth it
I love
first.
that colour, by the way.
Nice,
The
isn't
only way
it?
to redeem yourself is by getting this one right.
I don't think I'm going to redeem myself from that
There
frigging
you go.
miff. Thanks.
My back's broke.
Your back, but why don't you ever sit down?
Yeah, we're doing 2 ticks. Blueberry and almond, plum, chocolate and marshmallows, strawberry lemonade, pistachio and rose.
We did strawberry lemonade and we called it pink lemonade and it was amazing. And I don't think the lady watches us anymore, and her child would only have the pink lemonade. It was gorgeous.
Fruit salad flavour.
We do a fruit salad flavour. We're not allowed to call it fruit salad. The fruit salad that we have now, what's that flavour that we have that's like fruit salad? It's because you can't call some things by the name. Oh, I can't think what flavour it is. The fruit salad one.
That's fruit cocktail.
Pardon? You can have fruit cocktail, but people don't want fruit cocktail. They want fruit salad, don't they? But we're not allowed to use that name.
Alison Skurs says a couple of people have asked, has the red colour mill been recalled?
Yeah. Yeah, it was recalled last year. And that's a bit of the issue with some of the colour mill products. They're having to re-look at them. The reds and the pinks. I think red and raspberry had to disappear for a little while. Or the hot pink. Might be the hot pink. Some of them are gone and some of them stayed. Made no sense to me because they've all got pink in them anyhow, haven't they?
bought them Carol as a Christmas present, and I don't know where she's got them from, so you'd be better messaging Karen Naylor.
If you tag Karen Naylor in this, she'll tell you. I've only just cut the labels off the other day as well.
Is it Tutti Frutti? Did we do a Tutti Frutti? That's
No.
Andy.
Our fruit salad flavour, I can't think what it is. I have to go and have a look on the website what it is.
Mango passion fruit's like fruit salad, someone said.
Is it?
Do they have to return the veg colour mill to you?
No. I haven't sold you any. It hasn't been officially recalled. Sorry, it's not been recalled by the Food Government Agency. They've just not been able to buy it.
Blackberry and apple.
It's not dangerous, by the way, the red colour mill. They're just looking at it. It's just because we've all gone out of Brexit now and everything's just changed, hasn't it?
It changed all the labels, everything.
Yeah,
Carol.
it'll be back soon. So we haven't sold red for ages, I don't think. And it hasn't been food. It hasn't been. I don't think it has. Have a look on the Food Government Agency. The company I buy us have not said a word to me. Right. Okay. So that's smooth as we're going to get it. Right. So now I'm going to put that in the fridge.
Why do you ice up the cake rather than round?
You can ice it any way you want. Personal preference. Not falling out with you over it.
No, this is disgusting.
That's the way I do it. Why do you walk one way and I walk the other way?
You're probably going the wrong way.
Exactly.
What about pear drops?
Oh, we used to do pear drops. We loved it. I loved it. And I absolutely love pear drops. It was one of our first flavours that we did, but nobody bought it. And I get it. It was amazing flavour. But who wants pear drops on a cake?
Blackcurrant and apple.
No, didn't sell. We've sold most of these. Didn't sell. I'm just telling you. It's actually minging. Right, let me get that in the fridge. Freezer for a minute. Oh.
How long for, Carol?
Well, this needs to go in for 15 minutes in the freezer.
Yeah. Sorry,
Put it
Carol.
down
Right.
there
Can you just empty the
then.
freezer?
Put it there then.
Right, okay. If you pop everything in the fridge for me.
Angela said you've really not got over your cake, have you?
Have I yet? No, I'm freaking well peed. I'm really that cross about it. I can't even tell you. I'm going to go on about it all the time today. So Simon has just, we didn't make any space in the freezer and that has to go in the freezer for 15 minutes. So just take everything out, shove it in the fridge.
Lisa Campbell's laughing. She went, sorry, but she just thought it was a good technique going up your cake that you were doing.
Did you? Well, if you watch me do a cake, it's different every time. Don't take it as read, that's the way to do it. I don't know.
What about white chocolate and hazelnut?
White chocolate and hazelnut. We've never done hazelnut, in fairness, as a flavour.
Do you know a chocolate hazelnut won't be nice because it'd be like if you'd be doing a bit like a Ferrero
Well, when
Rocher
we-
flavour.
Yeah, but we've got the chocolate honeycomb and that's very much
that's
like
very
it.
much like it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've got chocolate honeycomb and that's amazing. Have you had the chocolate honeycomb? Right, we're going to have to sit here and have a chat for 15 minutes.
Well, do you want my iPad?
What do you want to have a chat about?
Yeah, do you want my iPad and you can look at comments?
Not really, because I look a dick looking at comments there. So
I've got to get on, boss.
You're
I've got
giving
to
me
get
your
on.
purse and your phone on there.
Oh, yeah, it was because I'm reading comments everywhere. You're all right.
So we're just going to have to sit and have a chat for 15 minutes. So let me see. Oh, your mother's here.
Hi, Ma.
So while we wait, right, so should we time this? It's 25 to 4, so we need to be, the cake needs to come out at 10 to 4. So what would you like to share with me today? Are you miffed off about your cake? Did you follow me? Yeah, may as well.
Do you want a milky one or do you want a water,
A water one.
Which one now moved off you were then?
Yeah, that flavour is nice as a spread. That's what you need to think about with some of the flavours. You've got to think. So let me just tell you, our top selling flavour is vanilla, velvet vanilla, all day long. We can't make that fast enough. And it's the same in the whipping it up, it sells out straight away. So that's our top selling flavour. And do you know why? It's safe. So when you get people coming along doing their wedding consultations and things like that, they go through all the flavours, and all you ladies who do wedding consultations, you'll be saying this now, they go through all the flavours, and then the bride gets second out. Well, what about Uncle Billy? Oh, Auntie Mary don't like raspberry. Oh, we can't do that. And before you know it, the flavour only goes on the top of the cake for the bride and groom. So, so vanilla is all the time. So you need to think about, if we were doing flavours, would they actually sell? So when we buy the flavouring in, we have to buy a lot in. And let's just say it's over £1,000 per flavour. So John will want to make sure that if he don't mind buying it, but if it doesn't sell, it kicks my bum. So like he has got on the threatened list key lime. Now key lime is amazing flavour, it's absolutely delicious, but that's on the discontinued list. He discontinued pina colada, which is amazing. And then at the show, some lady came to the show and gave John, I said it's John's fault, she gave him what for. Cinnamon swirl, an amazing flavour. It's on the Boot It Out list. Cherry Bakewell that's made a comeback, hasn't it? Yeah. So we have to be careful. You see, got John to deal with if he's listening.
He's always listening.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. Donna Jaffrey said, I was going to say chill out, but that may not go down too well. I've got a coffee. Be fine. Good job I drink decaffeinated coffee, isn't it? Decaffeinated Coca-Cola.
You'd be mental if you had caffeinated coffee.
Yeah. I'm always running around like a lunatic.
You wouldn't shut up.
No, exactly. And don't shut up now, do I?
2 minutes sit down.
Right. Have you done any more chocolate? Shall we show him some more chocolate?
I've done some more. Yeah, and I just.
Oh, poor Karen's back.
I've got a second layer going now.
So let's just show you this. This is just so Simon could take photographs. So when we bought the chocolate transfer sheets, they come in all sorts of like different shapes and sizes, the image from the suppliers, and then and I don't want that. I want my images taken really nice. So I'll just quickly show you these. But this is the painted hearts. Isn't that lovely, the painted hearts? So that's the painted hearts on white. Have you done it on dark yet, Karen? Or have you not done your dark yet? Painted hearts. Isn't that lovely, that? So that's painted hearts.
It's probably underneath there somewhere.
Alright, I'll have a look.
Maybe. There's a foot. Do you want to show them that size sheet?
Yeah, okay. So that's the painted hearts.
That's
and this is how big the sheets are. So look at that. Big that, isn't it? So, what's that? Is that an A3 size?
No, sorry, painted hearts is here.
Oh, she's got the other half of the painted hearts.
Yeah.
I think it's A3 size, isn't it? And then we send them to you rolled up. Okay, so we rolled them up, send them to you. So make sure when you take them out of the packaging, there's one side with the heart, you can feel it, that's smooth, that side, not that you can see that. And then the transfer side is there. So we rolled them up and send them to you. So we roll them up like that. I pop them in a bag to you, and they're quite nice. And it doesn't matter if they squash actually, so even if you squash them, they're actually fine, so don't worry about it. And then you just unroll them, and then you pop your chocolate on. So even if they've got like kinks in them, don't worry, just lay them flat, put something on top of them, it'll be fine. So that's that one. What other one have we got here? Oh, this is the Funny Bunny. I like this one. I like them all. But look at that Funny Bunny. Can you see that well enough? I'll see if we've got it in dark in a minute. Have you done Funny Bunny? I've got the white bunny. Have you got the dark bunnies? Oh, the dark bunnies are set in. So can you see that there? Can I lift that up any higher? Can you see it? Look at those little bunnies, aren't they cute? So these are all you ladies who are doing the chocolate class with Ollie. So I've got these in because Ollie said get some transfers in, Carol. And then we've got the happy birthday. That's quite nice, isn't it? So do you like these? I'm looking at the comments there. So then, I love this heart, these kisses. Look at this. Aren't they fab? They look nice, don't they? And then don't hold them too long because they melt. So these are what Simon's taken home. So here's the happy birthday on the dark chocolate. You can see it better on the dark chocolate, can't you? So the reason I've got Karen's job last night, I came home with all these. So right, Karen, tomorrow you have to do dark and white chocolate so that when Simon takes pictures, he can show you both when he's taking the pictures. So then you can have a look at both types. And there's the heart. So look, there you go. So when he does a picture, you can see now both, can't you? And that look good, that, so then you can decide which is the best one for you. So we've got the bees there. Where's it? Have you done stripes on dark yet?
No, stripe.
No,
You mean
stripe.
this one?
Yeah. So, what else has she got here? We've got bees there on white and dark. So I'll just show you them. So one way to pass away 15 minutes while our cake is in the fridge, isn't it? Look at that. They look nice, don't they? So do you like them? Let me have a look at the comments going up here. I've got no more comments me going on here. Has no one spoken after Leslie Green?
Yeah, it sometimes sticks,
So that's that one. And then we've got the flamingos. Did you say you've not done the flamingos on the white yet, Karen? There's the flamingos. Oh, there they are on the white.
I've already got these in my shopping basket. Do you sell the gloves for chocolate making?
I don't, because they're dead cheap off Amazon. There's no point me buying them, really. I just...
Just read that, there you go.
Yeah, okay. So I bought some cheap off Amazon. So I'll show them you in a minute. I'll get them out of the cupboard. Oh, they're gone in the wrong section there. Simon will have to sort these out. Hey, we want these back, Simon, as well. Will you be scoffing them?
He's got loads of each one, you see, in case of any accidents, so he's got like 2 each.
I do like, he won't be having any accidents. I do like them stripes.
No, not many, because you break, you break them.
So there you go, that's the stripe one. I really like that. Isn't that pretty, that? So I'm going to buy a load more. So I thought I'd just buy them this weekend and I'm going to buy a load more. What?
Really?
Yeah, so Karen can do some more next week.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
What?
More chocolate for you to eat later.
And then we've got these love hearts there. They're lovely. What other designs have you not done yet, Karen?
These ones you can have.
Oh yeah, let's show you what we've not done. Oh. Hey, this is a good way to get rid of 15 minutes, isn't it? So let's get these all out the bag. So this one, that's another hearts one. Oh, this is called chalk hearts, I think. Don't know, can you see that very well in there, Simon? You can see that. I think this one's called the chalk hearts.
Put a piece of paper under it or something.
Put a piece of paper under it or something. Right, okay, let's get me... Whoopsie-daisy.
Yeah.
I've got a piece of ingredients. Okay. Oh, I've got this.
That's great.
Yeah, I know, but you see it, won't
Okay.
Can you see it? Can you see there? So that one's the chalk hearts. Yeah. And then we've got... What's these here? Oh, this says love. Oh, that one's not on the website.
Is it not?
No, it's not on the website, that one. I didn't think it had arrived.
And it's also upside down.
And it's also upside down, yeah. But that's because that's the chocolate side. So, but let's turn it around there. So can you see that it's got love on it? Look. So they're not on the website, so I'll pop them on afterwards. Oh, missed that one. Then Karen's got, oh, these are the chicks. They're called, I forget, they got a weird name, these. They're not called chicks. But look at the chicks. Aren't they cute? Let me know what you think. So then we've got, oh, I forget what this one's called. Some sort of swirly design.
Is it the arabesque?
It might be,
That's
actually.
arabesque. Let me look at that one. That's the arabesque one.
Right, arabesque.
Yeah.
And then we have, I think these are called, I don't know. You'll see it, you recognise them on there anyhow. One's called Voos Voos or Mod Dots or something. Which one's this one? Is this Voos La Voos or something?
Voulez-vous.
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 Yeah, look. That's pretty, isn't it? And then we have the leopard print, which is in a bag. So we've got the leopard print, the pink leopard print. So we did have the musical, this was the music things, but they're out of stock of those. So I haven't got any of those in at the moment. But we have got musical notes, but musical notes is not here. Why have you not got the musical notes?
Should be there.
So this is Mod Dots.
I've got nothing.
So this is Mod Dots.
There's a white musical note one there.
Where's the white musical note one?
Musical note. I've seen it in there.
Have you? So
Yeah.
that's that. So that's it. We're out of stock of these. And then we've got the pink leopard print. I think that's Voulez-Vous. And the arabesque. then some sort of strange name for the chicks, and then that's the love one, which is not on the website. Chalk, no, the dots, it's not here, that white one. So you must have it up there. So there you go, loads of them, isn't there? I'm not putting them back in the bag. I'll just stick them back on there for Karen to sort out. So do you like them? Stock, too much choice, says Carol Rolls. How much is it a sheet? £2.99. They are. But I'm going to do a little bundle as well. A bundle of 5 sheets. And I've just got to work out how much they are. Just do a little discount for them. I'll try and make them £2.50 a sheet then. So I'll do a little bundle, a little mixed bundle of 5. So you won't know what you're getting. Because if I tell you what you're getting, then if I tell you what you're getting, it causes me problems then. Don't cause me problems. I'm trying to work out the stock. If I'm going to put the... Do you know what, Lee? I'll decide on the website after. I need to have a talk with Laura in the office.
That's the one I could see. That's the one I was thinking.
No, that's the musical strips.
No.
All right, so Karen, you'll need to ring Laura in the office then and tell her to send it home with John. Because she hasn't sent it. So we have a musical notes. Yeah. So that's it. That's all of them, girls. Bye-bye. They're gone. That's it. Right, it's our cake bin in the fridge. Oh, nearly 15 minutes. There's Karen's phone there, Karen. Did chocolate Xmas trees and Xmas decorations with Santa on the trees. They're so easy to use, watching Tracy Mann. Yeah, because Tracy sells transfers. Hers are different than mine, I think. I think she's got different ones to me, but she sells transfer sheets as well. So, right, let's get my cake back out the fridge. Let's see if it's ready. Oops. Oops, big moment. Thank you very much. So we're going to use this other comb now on here. So let me get this cloth. I don't even know why I've got this out because we don't need this one anymore. So we're just going to use this comb for this effect. So this is this sharp one here. So for the Swiss meringue buttercream, you do need that to go in the freezer. So we're just going to put that in there, and then we are so I'm just going to put that in there. So that's not, wait a minute, it's not giving the comb the effect that we're looking for at the moment. Because it needs to give this round effect, look. It needs to give that round effect, so it's not doing that at the moment. It's looking a bit square still. So, let's push it in a bit more. That's a big sigh, Karen.
No, all right. Just get used to the 3 in the fridge now.
Ah, there it is. It's coming now. You see it's going round it now, isn't it? So I think maybe I put this in too long. Maybe this needs 5 minutes, not 15 minutes. It's all learning, isn't it? I'm pretty cool about this one because I haven't done this one before.
Maybe 15 minutes in the fridge.
Yeah, maybe 15 minutes in the fridge.
Keep your scraper at 90 degrees. You're leaning it over.
Am I? What, 90 degrees stood up like that, you mean?
No, I mean straight. You're leaning it over towards the cake rather than keeping it straight. So you're going to lose your curves if you do that.
Do you mean like that?
That's right, yeah.
Is that right? So we still haven't got it right, have we? But we're nearly there. We're nearly there. The good thing we're doing it all in one colour, we can mix this all back up and put it back on again if we wanted to. I'll show you the best part. That one.
That side's fine.
Eh?
That side's fine. Yeah.
That side's fine. So let's just clean up my board. So I think maybe with the Swiss meringue buttercream, we maybe just put it in for 5 minutes. Lesson learned, isn't it? But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed being with me today. So do remember, this is not me teaching you. If you remember what I've said for these classes, this is me wanting to teach myself how to do these. And then John said, why don't I show you lot teaching myself? Thanks, John. So that's where we're at. But I'm sure whoever gets these cakes is going to love them. I'm going to take them up to the old folks' home up the road. They won't mind. So I'm just going to put this buttercream back in the mix. So my board's clean, because as you saw, I've cleaned my board down. But I'm not going to use that anyhow, because I've got some fresh white on there. So I think, looking at that, girls, maybe not leave it in the fridge for 15 minutes, probably leave it in there for, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe. So let's move that in there. Let's cut that off. Here that we did here before. I'll get one of these lovely big nozzles from here. I love these big nozzles. Who's been using their big nozzles? They're great, aren't they? I'm going to go for this big one. So where's the bags? There they are. I think we'll get some butterflies out as well. Have I got any butterflies left, I wonder?
Yeah, you've got some left.
Put that in the bag. Scissors. So who's buying chocolate transfer sheets? I can't see the comments. I can't see the comments because Karen's left everything here. And this is jammed. I've got nothing here since Thursday Green.
I've got mine, but I might not use them this week.
Why? He chocolate transferred out. Did you?
I'll just do it at weekend.
Yeah.
Spending time watching you learn as you learn, it helps Bryony learn as well. Thanks for all you're doing. I'll keep an eye out on the website for the turntable. She really wants an Atico turntable.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. They're fabulous tables.
She's got Christmas money that she's dying to spend.
Right. So I'll put the grey boards on tonight. I'll put some bundles for transfer sheets on as well. Well, it depends on what I've got left. I'm going to buy some more from the supplier anyhow tomorrow. So if I don't put them on tonight, it means I'll put them on Thursday. And then, right, let's just see what we're going to do here now. So we're going to go for it large.
Jackie says some of the chocolate transfers on top would be good. It would be if they'd been photographed.
Pardon? Oh yeah, we can't put them on here, no, because they've not been photographed yet.
Any idea when you'll have the chocolate mould, the 3-part joystick?
Yes, I've got them on order. The supplier, they're due in with the supplier this week. She said they're due in with her on the 21st. I spoke to her yesterday and she said they're due in with her next week. See, everything's just a mess. Nobody knows where anything is anymore. So,
and Debbie's asking, how can she order those PME cutters you said she can have?
I'm going to put them in stock. Just wait. So I've just got to wait for the man from PME.
No, you said there's a
Oh, the ones that I've got.
Debbie.
Oh, right. No, we'll have a chat afterwards, Debbie. Yes, you've got them, haven't you? We'll have a chat afterwards, Debbie, and I'll jump on the computer and put them in stock while you're online. So hold on. It was funny, I was having a right conversation with 2 ladies at the weekend because I said chocolate moulds will be back in stock, and somebody said, when are you going to get the chocolate joystick? So, no, the football football boots, that was it. So I said, oh, I've got a set, because the set goes to Simon for photographs, so I knew that they hadn't gone back on the website, so I knew I had them. So then another lady said, have you got the football in? So I said, yeah, I'll put one in for you. And the other lady said, you said I could have them. I said, no, you wanted the football boot. She wants the football. Nearly had a freaking scrap on Facebook Sunday afternoon. I'm sat there thinking, oh my God. Anyhow, both ladies got sorted out, so.
And both were happy.
Yeah. The bag. So Debbie messaged me after the live. Messaged me about 5 o'clock because I've got to clean up the kitchen with Karen.
It's going to take us that long to clean this chocolate up.
I need to clean the kitchen with Karen. Karen really needs to have a sit down. I think Simon won't be getting these photographs tonight.
No.
So they're all done. He's not going to get them tonight. When are you back in, Simon? Thursday.
Tonight.
So are you streaming on Friday, aren't you? Right, well, you can do them. Are you doing them over the weekend then?
I've got a load of other stuff this week.
Yeah.
That's fine, isn't it?
Pardon?
They're
we go.
done when they're done, Carol.
They're done when they're done. Right, so let's get some sprinkles. Right, what new sprinkles shall we use for these then? Do you know what? Will it look a bit weird if we put some bumblebees on this one? Will it look a bit weird? Yellow and black bumblebees on this.
Not at all.
Have we got any bumblebees or did the kids eat them?
No, you ought to. Thoroughly enjoyed themselves, didn't they?
Yeah. I'll find the bumblebees in a minute. So I'll do a couple of these pearls on here. I took some cakes to the old folks the other day and I said, oh, don't let me eat them. You'll have to have them for them. Right. So the balls in these are chocolate, so they're fine. Let's just pop those on. And then we're just going to do a couple of sprinkles. We'll waft a couple of those around. Oh, I've just done that with my nail. No hand. Daisy.
Oh, you can use your bees now.
I can use my bees now, yeah. Right. Dry my hands. Do you think it's one of those days, girls?
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, on my nice clean board. So let's get those. I need those bits. That's what I need. And I'll just chuck. The good thing with the Swiss meringue buttercream as well is that, can you see on the side, you can still chuck at it and it'll still stick. Look. Whereas once you've got buttercream, it won't stick. Try my hands. So let me take those out because I don't want them on there. I'm making a mess now, so you see why I won't be ready till 5. But look how good that is, isn't it? It still sticks. You can't do that to buttercream cakes. It all falls off. Nothing worse, isn't it? You do all your buttercream swirls and everything, then you go and put your sprinkles on, and then they all bounce off. Do you think I've done overload? Should I have done less is more?
Sam's not saying a word, you know.
Just got one word. Stop!
Oh, well, I've had enough now.
Stop throwing things at it.
There we go.
throwing everything at it.
I know.
Most
All
of
over
it's
the
stuck.
floor. It's
Looking
funny,
at
isn't
it
it?
looks amazing. It looks like a blue beehive. It does actually, it looks good, that. Looking fabulous.
Right, let's go and get the other cake. Let's see what can throw at that. Right, go on, let me go and get the other cake out. Just want to one last swirl down. There we go.
Oh, am I doing that?
Yeah, sorry.
What is it? This?
That stripy one that went all horribly wrong.
I thought you'd like.
Forgot about it.
Forgetting about that one.
There you go. Right, 4 o'clock, we finished on time. Actually, it's not looking too bad him now, is it? It's just got some shades of brown on, really.
Yeah, that's not the good side.
No, is that not the good side? Which is the good side? That one.
No, the least bad. That's best.
That's the best one, is it? Right, girls, so I hope you've enjoyed your afternoon with me. As you know, I'm still teaching myself, but the reason I want to teach myself is because I'm sure this is how it goes on in your kitchen. You're thinking, oh, I want to give that a go, I want to give that a go, and the problem is we never do give it a go, do we? That's the thing. It's like, how many tools have you all got in your kitchen and still haven't used? And I know loads of you have, and we all have to buy it so it's on next day, don't we? It's got to come next day, we need it. And I've spoken to many ladies here in the kitchen when we've had classes at the shows. We buy it, it's there in the kitchen, and we never use it, but we need it. So what I wanted to do is over these next few weeks was just play. And I should have been going on holiday on Sunday. I've not had a holiday now for nearly 2 years, and it was anyhow, but I'm not going, so that's that. So you've got me for another 3 or 4 weeks now here, and then we're going to close the group back and get back to doing buttercream flowers, which is what we do best. So I hope you've enjoyed doing it. I hope you've enjoyed playing yourselves today. I don't know if any ladies have been doing it with me today. And I'm sorry, every week I put it in the fridge and you follow me and do the same. But remember, I'm learning as well. So I am going to have a little practice with isomalt at the weekend on my own, because I think I would be a complete numbnut if I came on here without having one little go by myself. So it's a good name, that, isn't it, numbnut? So I'm going to have a little play with that over the weekend, and then so next Tuesday afternoon we're going to have a play with that and see what we can make with that. What I do want to do is make one of those bowls, so a bowl like drop down, and then you can put it on top of your cake. That's if we can achieve that on Tuesday afternoon, I'll be well friggin' chuffed. Achieve that.
What do you
A
want?
bowl.
A
So
bowl?
a bowl. A
bowl?
bowl. B-O-W-L.
Oh,
A bowl.
okay.
Am I saying it right?
A bowl.
A bowl.
Yeah. A glass, but it's like a glass bowl.
Yeah,
want to make
it
an
looks like a
isomalt
glass bowl, an isomalt glass bowl. We'll do it in colours, and then it'll drip down, and then what we want it to do is to set, and then we can lift it up and we can sit it on our cake. So what we'll do is we'll have a cake ready that we can sit it on, and then you can. I prefer to leave them just empty. I think they look beautiful just empty as an effect. But some of you, if you want to fill them with truffles or sweets or whatever you want to do with them, you can do. So that's us done. So thank you for joining us. I've still got Leslie Green still jammed here, Karen. Yeah,
Oh, that is it.
So what have we got there on comments? Do you want to stop for a minute? Just pass us that big bag of chocolate here.
I thought you were multitasking.
I am multitasking. I'm doing 3 things.
Look at this big bag of chocolate.
Thank you for the afternoon. Sorry if I've been moaning. Sorry,
who's been
lovely.
moaning?
Carol. She said Carol.
Have you been moaning? What have you been moaning about?
Sorry, Carol. I've missed all your comments. Have you been moaning?
What have you been moaning about? I've got to go and read them now. So this is all the offcuts of chocolate. Now normally you wouldn't waste this much chocolate, but because I've asked Karen to cut, because obviously if you're putting your chocolates on, you're putting them all up, lining them all up in rows, and you're using them all. But because I've asked Karen to cut shapes for them, and then I said, look, put all the offcuts in a bag, and then when Laura's here on Thursday, I'm going to send them home with the grandkids. Wait till they get these, they'll be highly delighted. I'll have to eat a few though, just so that the bag closes.
Yeah, there's more even. There's even
What are they
more.
moaning about?
She said she's not. She said.
Are you moaning,
Can
Carol?
you put stripes? Can you put stripes in the bowl? No, it's just in the isomalt. We're just. It's our first time playing with isomalt. We're not going psychedelic.
Put stripes in the isomalt. You're joking. We're going to do well if we colour it
Go
into
on,
2
put
colours.
stripes in it.
I plan to use some of Karen Davies moulds, some of Katie Sue moulds, so I plan to use those. So the moulds I plan to use, if anyone wants to do it with me, I plan to use Karen Davies Buttercream Flowers mould and the Katie Sue mould, her her Big Blossoms, that's it. Katie Sue's Big Blossoms. So I'm going to use that with the isomalt. Then I want to make this basket as well, this glass bowl, and I've also got several brands. So we've got Saraceno, we've got Cake Star, and we've got Squire's Kitchen. Now there's four more colours for Squire's Kitchen that I need to put on the website tonight. So I'll be putting them on tonight. So because there's a gold glitter, a silver glitter, a plain, and a blue. It's the only colour, blue. So. And you're not going to fit any more in there, Karen.
I've just asked for Carol. She says order has come. Pink board combs ordered 13. I'm not too sure. I'll ask her to sort of just let me know what she means.
Don't know what you're talking about, but message me, PM me after this, and I'll give you a call and see what we can do for you. Yeah? Right, so that's it. We're going now. Cheerio. Bye. Thanks, Karen.
Bye.
Thanks, Simon.
Bye.
Tra. Bye.